Happy New Year, everyone. This is Jim. I thought I would start out the new year with one of my Blitz miniatures. This is a cute game. It's really short. It had some up and down moments, though, so let's get to it. I start off with e4, and my opponent played e5. And I went knight f3, and my opponent went queen f6. So an unusual move, but it had a point. I'm attacking the pawn. The queen is defending it. Of course, the queen is occupying the natural square of the knight, so you know this can't be good. And but you don't necessarily know exactly what the best refutation is. But I played what I thought was a logical move here. If you want to think about it for a little bit, how would you respond to some kind of defense like this? I'll go ahead and give the answer away now. I just played bishop c4, so I'm not doing anything special, but I am playing in the style of the Italian game that the knight and the bishop are potentially coordinating against the weak f7 square. So just an active move and preparing to develop. And it turns out, I looked it up afterwards, this queen f6 move is in the database. It's known as Greco's defense, and bishop c4 is the main reply. And then black's main move after this is the one that surprised me. So here, it's suddenly a double attack. The queen is attacking two pawns, neither of which is defended. And in fact, they can't be defended. You cannot find a move that will defend both of those pawns. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there is one. I was going to say I might have not found it by not looking for it. So this is what I meant by being a bit of an up and down game. Sometimes you have this feeling like your opponent has played in some crazy way, and you ought to really just win the game. And then he pulls some tactical move out of a hat, and suddenly you're losing, and it makes you feel doubly bad because not only are you losing, but you're losing to someone who played really badly and ought to have lost himself. Anyway, so I was wondering here what to do. And well, let me show you the main line first. I didn't play the main line. I was just really confused for a moment. Well, the main line is not all that obvious either. But the main line is just to castle and give away the e-pawn here. And the thing is that the main line is winning for white. so the main line continues. Is one of those rare moves where there's actually a line in the database which is just winning for one side or the other. Usually games in the database lead to at least a playable position, but this is just winning for white. And if you want to pause and see if you can spot the tactic in this position, there's a cute tactic here that white has. Okay, I'm going to play that. The tactic is bishop takes f7 check, and if the king takes it, then the knight will come here to g5 and fork the king and the queen. So that loses immediately. But also after bishop takes f7, if the king comes forward or moves somewhere else, this turns out to be really good for white as well. I guess white can continue with rook e1, chasing the queen to an awkward square. And I think even, let's back up, I think even just taking here and taking here is an interesting way to play too. Just a simple way to win a pawn. So white is now a pawn up because he won the pawn on f7 and he won the pawn here. And that's probably the simplest way to play this. Of course, the queen can't take the knight because of rook to e1. So that would be just winning for white. And that actually is the book line. The queen takes e4. Instead of queen takes e4, black can stay in the game by playing some normal moves like knight to c. I think knight c6 is the best move here, but d6 is also a possibility. Just developing and forget about that pawn. It's just not really safe to take, and then you can play on. Anyway, I didn't know any of that. I played a different move. I was inspired by some ideas in the French defense. Sometimes black, it's to be with colors reversed. Sometimes black is faced with the choice of giving up the e-pawn or giving up the g-pawn, and often it's better to hold on to the e-pawn. And so that's what I did here. And I let him take the g-pawn if he wanted it. And once again, the best move is not to take the pawn. Black should play a move like d6 or knight to c6 and continue with a disadvantage. White will be better. But anyway, that's what you get when you play a wacky move like queen f6 followed by queen g6. You know, it's just asking for trouble. Anyway, he took. he's no fear here. So this is another tactical quiz opportunity. What's a good move right in this position? Okay, yeah, pause the video if you want time to think about it. It's a sequence of more than one move, so you might want to take some time, but it's not too hard to see. I'm going to give the answer away here. I played rook g1, and also I found this during the game. That's why I like this. It's nice when you find ways to punish your opponent's wacky play in the game, and it ends decisively. And the queen went to h3. It's really the only square for it, unless it wants to give itself up for the rook, which may be the better move in that case. Okay, and now what's the follow-up move here? Okay, pause the video if you want time to figure this one out. I'm giving it away now. I played bishop takes f7, and it's just like the previous case. The king can't take the bishop because the knight fork will win the queen. So he played king to d8, and he went away to the corner. I didn't do anything special here, so we've got a situation where the material is even. Neither side is going to castle, at least. Well, I could potentially castle queenside, but I'm not castling anytime soon. But I just have a huge development advantage, so this is just a big win for me, even if there weren't immediate tactical problems with the queen. So just normal developing moves will suffice here. d3, he finally develops another piece with knight f6. And now I noticed something about this position, and maybe, yeah, actually I needed to play d3 first, but now there's a problem in this position. So this is your last tactical quiz. What is the right move for white here? Okay, I'm going to give the answer away. I played rook to g3, and the queen has no squares. The knight's protecting that square, the pawn's protecting that square, the rook is protecting that square, the king and queen are protecting that square. Here, the rook, the pawn, the bishop is hitting that square, and up this way, the knight is hitting that square, the bishop is hitting that square, and the other bishop is hitting this square, the retreat square to h6. That's why this this d3 move was important, was to take away that last square from the queen. So the queen has no squares. He played queen h5, and after two more moves, let's see, I took the queen. He played here, and I went bishop to g4. And now I'm just up an entire queen. See, I have all my pieces still. 4 pieces and 2 rooks and a queen, and he has 4 pieces, 2 rooks, and no queen. So he disconnected at this point, didn't bother to resign. And that's how the game ended. So it was kind of fun to be able to successfully refute that offbeat opening play, and some nice tactics there. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a happy new year in the forthcoming year. And I will be back soon. See you then. Bye.